let's take a look at the soft top. I'm trying to decide what bits I have and what I don't have. So what I've lost or I didn't have with the car. So if we look at the cover first, this is broken, which means that this strapping is going to need replacing all the way along. I got that a rip in the mirror in the side panel just here. And right here, this material has come unsewn. Well, in fact, it's ripped. So that's meant to be down there. And this here is snapped, so you can see it's shorter than the others. So, and the material doesn't seem to stretch so that it comes through here at the moment. Although that might be sortable. Expect if we get that under there or something like that. So we might be able to do something about this somehow around here, I don't know. But the fact that this needs to come off to be replaced, I can't see how I could get under there to remove those ones without taking the actual whole hood off. So I think I might have to do that. Obviously this side they need fixing, and there should be some metal plates for it, which I appear not to have, which I presume I don't have because they broke, they got lost somewhere. Oh no, there's one. Okay, so you've got one, but that might be something that's eminently, so we've got one there. But that's probably something that I can make from just a bit of metal. I know I have the other one of these somewhere, unless I've binned it recently, but it used to be up there. I had wondered what it was for. So I've got that. So I think I need to take this apart in order to do it. But what I'm debating is whether or not I want to just gently put it on, and that might show me better what it looks like, and I think I might do that. Anyway, over here I've then got the other bits that I've been able to find for it, and there seem to be an awful lot, and I don't believe these are all for the hood, so I think these might in fact have been for the seats. And I misplaced them or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've done a quick test, and these are the ones that hold it in place. These ones here are the ones that hold it in place at the base here. And so I might just try gently fitting it in, and so I can get a better look at it stretched out. Okay, so that's it sort of up. This doesn't come as tight as I would have expected, but maybe when this gets pulled back it stretches it somehow. Okay, so here we can see we've got these bits, they go through here. Okay, now I had a couple of rubber bits over a couple of them, so I assume those rubber bits go on this side to protect the paint, and then on the other side we have these, and then a washer and a nut. Okay, so I think that's how those must go. I've only got 5 of these though, and I've got 7 holes. 6, 7. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'll see if I can see how many it's meant to have, because I've then got 2 of these, which, I don't know, maybe these got lost or something. Anyway, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so I've only got 5 screws as well. Of course, I got a broken one, but I expect they were nice standard size, so we've got that we'll need to do. I don't know what these bits are for, although I think I've seen another of these ones somewhere. This bit here goes, so this bit here goes in there. With the hood up, I can't fit it in, but that goes in as a finishing piece in there. Obviously this bit needs to be put in. And this gets fitted in with poppers, so this goes on here like that, riveted through. Now I'm not quite sure if these are strong enough, these are a good enough fit, so that goes in. Oh, that one goes in completely. When I was doing it before, they popped a bit. Maybe I had a different one. No, I've only got one size. Okay, so I need to get the right sized, oh, unless it was this. I don't think so. I need to get the right sized popper. Yeah, no. So I'm going to need to get the right size bits for there. So, in terms of the hood itself, well, the hood isn't too bad. Okay, we've got this rip here. I don't know that I fancy trying to re-sew that, but there might be a way of fixing this, I don't know. Obviously I've got this one here, which I mentioned before. And then inside, assuming I've done this right, I mean that's, you know, not as tight a fit as you have on the Stag, but it is a different roof. So that goes like that. So obviously I need to, which one is it? So that one's there, so that one will get fixed down, but the other one needs fixing as well. So that one would go down like that, and there we go. You can't see it because of the light behind there. And this one needs replacing. It would go over here, wouldn't it? Like that. I wonder if that's why there's only 5. I wonder if those 2 are different in some way. Anyway. So at least I know roughly how to put it on now, which is good. And I know I haven't got rips on the top, which is good. So I've got to just decide how to go about it. Okay, I loosened it up the front just so I could pull the back down. And these are just poked through the holes. You can see how that would all actually fit. And then when this comes down, it will pull it much tighter. Okay, so question to myself more than anyone: do I actually need, I know these straps are always there, but are they really needed? Because all they do is space the bars. I might be able to get away without doing that if I can get away without doing that. That means I don't need to take this off, which I know I should from a fixing it point of view, but would allow everything to be done much more today, like, or shortly. Well, having said that, I'm not going to replace these, which means I do need to get the right size here. So I need to find out what those are. Okay, we'll have a little think. Well, I think what we'll do, oh, and I need to work out how to fix this as well. Because I can't decide what to do, I have painted up these bits, as you can see, and these to go on the car. So those are ready. And because I can't find a size anywhere for these, and I'm not convinced that if I just buy the ones that go in here from Rimmer or Rob Sport, that will actually fit these, and that these won't have, you know, the new ones won't be the size that I've got, because those will be metric. So I think what I might do, I'll have a little think about this tomorrow. But I might go for those silver ones instead, and put those through, if I can remember how it all works. So I might do that, and then with this I will clean it off and see. I mean, I might just go for it like that and then do some clear tape on here to get that, just to get it usable. All right, then I can, if I get around to doing a proper fix at some point, then I can do that. But I think that might get it to the point where it's usable. The one thing will be, I realise, if I don't have the straps fixed, they might flap a bit, so I might need to think about that a bit more. Overnight it occurred to me that if I put these and these on here, placing those, then the tonneau cover, which I have back there, won't snap on, because it will have this size of popper stud. So I need to work out what the right size is. So I've been measuring this, which I've got fixed here, but I haven't got my glasses with me, so I can't read it. I'm going to take that inside and see if I can find something of the right size. Right, so over the last couple of days I've not been out. I've made a couple of decisions about how I'm going to do this. First of all, I've ordered the male studs that go in here. So I've ordered 8, and I just hope they end up being the same size as these. So that will allow that to fix. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to clean it up, soap and water. I will possibly apply a little bit of rust converter or not. I'm going to use this tape, which is meant to be strong and transparent, just to fix this here, and possibly this bit here, and maybe the same on the other side. Yeah, same on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to do that, get it all cleaned up. I have found this, which is the ripped bit for the thing that goes across the top, and I am going to cut a bit off one of my ratchet straps, which is a bit thinner and it's a different colour, but I'm just going to cut a bit off and sew it on, and then put it through there and sew it up, so that I have that. And I'll do that by hand, so I don't have to take it to the machine. And then I'm going to put it on. Oh, and I'm going to, at the same time, I will fix I'll cut off bits of metal to fix the, you know, to rivet it in here. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll start by taking this off and getting it washed. Right, so I've given it a wash. So on this side, I have one of the straps, the bars, which either goes here, but not the other one. But I do have the holes, so I know where it goes. On the other side, I have them both. They are fitted in place, apart from this one's come out. So I'm going to pull that out of the way, drill through the hole to get rid of the rivet that's in there and replace the rivet. I'll start there. I'll then fix, I might take a copy of this actually at that point, although, so it looks like it's a bit of metal just with the edge folded over. Although I'm not sure why they need to fold over the edge. Okay, so here's a piece which looked very nice, and then I tried to trim it down a bit and wrecked it, but holes are in the right place. So we're going to put those on now. Okay, those are all riveted back in place, and the Velcro's been glued back, and I've given it a quick wipe around with rust converter. So, using very highly accurate measurement of using my hand like that, I reckon that this is just ripped from there and I'm not missing any material. So if I can overlay some material and then sew it together, I reckon I should be good. Right, so I sewed this on very neatly, as you can tell, and then to see how strong it was, I gave this a pull and that came out. So these are no longer the right length. I need something like that plus a bit more. So I'm going to go and cut 2 more pieces. I will sew them together and then I shall thread it through here and try on there. Okay, so I cut 2 more pieces, quite long. I went through, sewed them up along here, and then I left the old one on the one that I'd already put on there for strength. I've then gone 1, 2, 3, 4 rows across here to really, so I know that looks awful, but that is pretty strong now. So I'm going to go have some lunch, and when I come out I'm going to see if I can take this out and stick in a new one, and if I do, it will actually be a threaded, you know, it will be a, I'm not going to weld something in place, I'm going to just stick a screw through. Right, so I cut off the broken stud, I drilled a hole, and this is an M4 which is slightly smaller than the existing, but an M5 is a lot bigger. So I'm not going to weld it on unless I change my mind in the next minute or so, or when I try to put it on the car. But this now will go across like that. That stretches over there. There we go. Okay, so that goes like that. Right, I need 6 of these. I mean, I only had 5, but I found one in my pile of old things. Means I've only got 5 of the washers. I can't find any lock washers. I've got this small, and I can't clean these threads out because these appear to be maybe 3/16. I've got here 1/4 inch tap bits, and they're too big. So the biggest it is 3/16. So I'm just going to have to fit those on now. So I've got 6 of those. I've only got 5 of these. I'm going to assume I need 7 because I've got 2. Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to assume I need 7 of those. And then I did have a couple of velvet felt ones, foam ones, that went on this side, that goes through and then gets screwed on from underneath. So I think I'm gonna get my felt and just make some. Okay, so here's my precision cut pieces of my backing plates and my pieces of foam. We're now gonna, I don't have the side bits yet. But we're going to fit the hood. Right, I started this by putting these on, cutting the seals down, because once I've got the hood buckled in there, I can't get at this. These can still go on afterwards because they'll be riveted in place. I don't need the other bits before I put those on. So next we're going to line up we're going to take this backing off, and then we're going to put the hood through there and fix those in place. Okay, so it's fixed along across the back. The sides here are loosely in, so you can see it will move up a bit and down at the moment. This here is clearly an issue, which I forgot about and haven't done anything about, but when it comes tight, that's clearly going to come out. It will be slightly improved when these get pinned in place. So we'll ignore that for just now. The problem I've got right now is just here, and I don't know how well you can see it. It's not quite reaching. You can see on both sides. Now I haven't lengthened the car by 1 centimetre, which is I guess about that distance. So it's just about getting it across and tight. And I don't have instructions for how it's meant to be done. Although thinking about it, I did see instructions that you can buy on Refurb, so maybe I'll just upload that page and read what it says. I know it tells you how to take it down, not how to get it back up. Oh gosh, that was hard. I'm hoping that's partly because it was wet, but I've now tightened up the bolts to hold it in place so that it's now in. Oh, it's not going to shut with the. I've now got it in place. So once I've got these, I can pull this tight. That's clearly going to be tough. Anyway, once we've got those fitted, we'll pull those tight. I'm hoping that it will stretch out a bit, and so it was a bit wet. So we're going to leave it up for a while, and hopefully it will stretch into place. With it up, I tightened up the bolts to hold the frame in place. So we'll see. So whilst I'm waiting for these to arrive, we'll have a look at just a bit of tape in the windows. I have to redo this one because I did a pretty bad job of getting it on there. But you know, that will do until I have money that I want to spend doing it properly and getting a roof. So much that still needs doing. We're going to come back to a lot of stuff. Right, so the studs have arrived. You can see this here, which isn't great, but everything else is all together. I had to undo this here in order to, looks like I've scratched this as well. I had to undo at the front in order to get this one on in particular. Oh, last. Okay, so this one is the one that's really struggling, but it was easier to put on today. So I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to let that stretch a bit more for a couple of days at the front, because I think that's really what it needs, is just stretching out a bit. So I'm going to leave it there to stretch. Yeah. And then I'll come back and fix that back on, get that secure and see if it will stay. Because again, I think it's a bit of stretching is what it needs. And the fact that it's not getting stretched here. Now, I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could try refitting this and go all the way through here as a way of securing it. That might be a sensible approach, but probably means taking everything off or drilling I could drill a hole. Yeah. And then use a very long, oh no, I don't have anything, I won't be able to get something long enough to go through all of this and into the metal. Oh, I don't know. Right. Need to be a 3.2 mil, anything bigger will block it. And I think the longest 3.2 you can get is normally a 13 mil. So that's why I don't think I can do that, but I'll have a look at that, because that would solve it. And that's it, we're done. Good. I'm pretty pleased. It's got a nice shape as the TR7 with the soft top. So I'm not sure how this will last. I did this with a 10 mil 3.2. It probably needs a 12. But I unscrewed it, drilled it out. I then put the base back on underneath, and it's connected to the bar now. And with the bar being then connected in through here, when I screw that back in, I'm hoping that will actually hold this down. We'll have a look. And there we go, that seems to have done the job. This is now down and that's down. And the front is done up. Good, pleased with that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to, if you got this far, certainly make sure you've liked it, subscribed it, and if you've got something to say, leave a comment. It's all really good for me and helps me keep going. I know I've got some downers on this car, but actually the couple of times I've driven it, just, you know, down the estate, has made me want to keep it, whereas 3 months ago I was thinking, oh, I'll get it done and just get rid of it and give it to someone or something. But now I'm thinking, oh no, actually I really want to hold on to this. So we'll see. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.